Hey everyone, and welcome back to another YouTube video. My name is Shrutibe, and if this is your first time here, hello there and welcome to the fun side of life. So today we are doing another exciting thing, and today I'm going to be telling you 5 things you should know before you go to school this next year. Next year, 5 things you should know before you go to school. These are advices that I'm going to be giving you as a big sister. As a big sister that you've not paid to give you advice, to tell you anything, I'm going to be really giving you these advices. These are things that I personally didn't know when I went to school first year. By God's grace, I'm going to third year now. Ooh. By God's grace, I'll be going to third year now. Bless God. And these are things, advices that nobody really told me about. Like no one advised me on when I was going to school, which caused me to struggle a little bit when I went to school. So I'm going to be talking to you, like giving you some of these advices and telling you some of these things that nobody really told you, and nobody would probably also tell you. Like these are personal experiences that I went through. So this video is not only for freshers, but it can also be for, it's not only for freshers, it's also for continuing students as well. So without wasting much time, let us get right into the video. So the first point that I'm going to be telling you to do is to go with God. Go to school with God. See, do not even, like, if you are to make any mistake, do not make that mistake of going without God, because at the end of the day you're going to be needing a man. Like you will need him when you are in school, especially when you get to the middle of everything, like your middle years in the school and all of those things. You're going to be needing him so much, and don't let it be at that time that you now start running back when you can actually start a relationship with him now in school. So when you're going to school, go with him. I know right now you are very excited, you are very happy about going to school and all of those things. You've already packed your things down, you started doing shopping and all of those things, and you've forgotten about the person that actually gave you the admission. Tell me the truth. Weren't you praying and fasting during the time you're waiting for your results to the time the admissions and the results actually came? So now why shouldn't you go to the school that you've gotten because of this person? Why shouldn't you go to the school with him? So my advice to you is to go with God. For me, not that I didn't really go with God, I actually went, but I didn't involve him fully in my life. Like I wanted to act like, okay, now yeah, I can handle this, like I can take care of certain things in my life. And trust me, it didn't work out. It didn't work out. It was really, I was struggling a little bit. I don't know why it never came to my mind that it's because I didn't involve him fully in my life. So the first advice that I would give to you is to go with God. The second advice that I would give to you as you go to school next year, or even for this point can be for continuing students and can also be for freshers, is do not mistake lust for love in school. Yes, this is something that is happening in a lot of unis now. That's why you've been hearing heartbreaks and all of those things. Please do not be a victim of it. Some people think they are in love, but the actual fact is that they were actually lasting over the person that they met, and some of them is due to loneliness and all of those things. Like, see, university is one place, there are a lot of girls, a lot of boys. When I say like beautiful, handsome, intelligent, any type of girl, any type of girl or guy that you really want, you can get in the university. It's a place where a lot of, like, there are a variety of people, like just different people are there. So you may see someone and you just only admire the person, and sometimes you may just want to have, just maybe you just have sexual desires for the person, or like you just admire the person's dressing, and you may mistake it for love or something, that you probably like the person or you want to be in a relationship with the person, and then you rush, and then later on you realize that it wasn't what you really wanted. This one, please, it's not a personal something, like I haven't done it before, but from looking at other people, like other people's lives in school, that is where I've gotten the knowledge from. And I don't want you guys to go to school and fall into the same thing, especially my freshers, those going to school next year. Please do not make that mistake. That is why a lot of people, when they get like, that's why a lot of people are getting heartbreaks every day. Are just hearing heartbreaks in university and all of those things. It's because of this. They rush into something they think is love, then after some time it gets boring and they realize that they were just wasting their time all this while. So please do not mistake lust for love. If you see someone that you really like you think you like the person, do not rush. First of all, pray about it, and you can even talk to somebody about it. Yeah, you can talk to somebody, tell the person that, oh, I've seen this guy or this girl that I really like, or like, what should I do? But first of all, pray about it, tell God about it. Does he want you to do this? If he says no, well, you move on with your life. But if he's in agreement, then you know that, okay, fine, can go ahead. And also, do not let anyone deceive you that, oh, you have to get to 4th year before you start dating. You have to, if you start dating your first year, it's not going to work. Those are all lies. Those are, just like, they are talking from their own experience, or like their own, like other people's experiences or something like that. Yes, it's true that some people start dating from first year or whatever, and they break up. Yes, it is true that sometimes it doesn't work, but you can also wait till 4th year and you still go and date somebody that is, I don't know the need to even give to the person. Like, you date somebody that is not normal. That is not correct. Like, that, you might even end up dating the wrong person. I'm not also saying that waiting till 4th year is a bad idea, but do not put in your mind that, oh, I have to wait till I'm in 4th year till I make that decision or something like that. If you see somebody in 1st year that you like and you think it is time, and God says that it is time, go ahead. Why should you wait till 4th year? Maybe you might even end up losing that person. Yes, so do not listen to those advices of, oh, you have to get to 4th year, you have to finish school, maybe when you are doing your masters or something. Those are just something like personal decisions that you can make for yourself. Like, you can be like, oh, maybe I just want to wait till this time, or I just want to. But don't let anybody come with their own idea that, oh, if you date at this time, it's not going to work out. And I've seen people date from 1st year or even SHS, and they are married now. They've even grown old together. So that's idea. Do not let anybody deceive you. Do what your heart is telling you to do. No, do what God is telling you to do. God's will for your life. The third point that I'm going to be giving to you is find a church. Find a church to go to. If you're a child of God and you're watching this, I would advise you that the very day you step your foot on campus as a fresher, I'm talking to the freshers. Well, this point can also be for the continuing students, but let me start with the freshers. The first day you step your foot on campus, please look for a church to go to. Please start asking for churches. Some churches really do well. Like, the moment you come to school, like the first day, they start going around. They send people around to invite like people to church. We normally go to school on like Saturday, so they come to invite you for church service the next day. Yeah, so some churches are really that good. But even if some of you are very lucky that you already have a sister church or a brother church or whatever in school, like some of you, your churches at home, they have a branch in school, so it's very easy for you when you just come and join. But those of us that went to school and we didn't have sister churches in school, it was really difficult finding a church. And for me personally, I didn't want to just go to any church that would corrupt my mind or something. So it was difficult finding a church, but finally I found one by the grace of God. I prayed about it and God helped me find a church. So when you get to school, before you even get to school, start praying about finding a church, because a church is going to help you with your Christian life. Because if you go to school and you stop going to church, I wonder how your life would be when you now start working and you are living alone. How would it be now that your parents are completely not in charge of your life anymore? So look for a church to go to. And when you find a church to go to, you can also join a group. For me, I think joining a group will help you like stay rooted and more in church. Like it will help you, how should I even say it? Like it will help you grow with your Christian life in church when you join a group. But it's not a must. It's not a must for everyone to join a group in church. But for me, that's the advice I'll give to you. If you can join a group, join a group. But if you think it's impossible, fine. Just look for the church and go to. So is this the third point or the third point? The fourth point that I'm going to give it to you is, do not cook with your roommates. Do not cook with your roommates. I'm sure my former roommates watching this are probably laughing by now. Yes, this is an advice that I don't think anybody will give to you. This is an advice coming from me, your big sister, like free of charge, no money, nothing. See, most first years that come to school normally take 4 in a room, because they want to like get to know this like each other, or like they are not matured enough to start staying in 1 in a room, 2 in a room. Like me, for me, that's the reason why I took 4 in a room though. Like I think maybe that's the reason why a lot of people did. And the price was also okay. So a lot of freshers take 4 in a room, and the mistake that they usually make is when they go to that room, they cook together. They add their stuff in and they're cooking together. So you bring contributing money and all of those things to cook. For me, I would advise you not to do it. Me and my roommates, when we were all naive, like we didn't have like broad knowledge about it, that it wouldn't work. We even thought it would help us save money and all those things. We're thinking that it was going to help, because we're thinking that the money that you use to cook for yourself, you can actually remove some and contribute and be able to eat. It didn't work. Just take it like that. It didn't work out. That thing leads to a lot of fighting and disagreements and misunderstanding and all those things. So if you are going to school next year, I would advise you as a fresher, do not cook. Even if you are going to 2 in a room, 3 in a room, do not cook with your roommates. Cook alone. Cooking alone will help you to manage your money well, and it will also help you like, how will I even say, grow, like become matured. Yes, it will help you to become matured, because now you are like in control of everything. You know what to do. You know how much you're supposed to remove to cook this and all of those things. Like it helps you to become matured, helps you to know how to spend your money and all of those things. But if you are doing this with someone, sometimes even with the food, like the food choice and all of those things, maybe somebody wants to cook this but you don't really like it, but because you don't want to talk and spoil the atmosphere or something like that, you just keep quiet and be like, oh okay, then you cook it. Meanwhile, you don't really like it. And also the time that somebody might want to cook, you don't want to cook at that time. You'd probably like to cook at a different time, but because the person is already cooking and maybe majority are saying, oh, they want to cook at this time, you have no choice than to join them to cook. The fifth and last point that I'm going to be telling you is to take your first year seriously academically. Yeah, take your first year very seriously, like your studies in first year very, 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 very seriously. Like if you can try to get a first class in your first year. Yeah, like try to get a CWA that is like in first class. I don't know about other schools. I heard other schools they use GPA and all of those things, but we for KUST we use CWA. Like yes, that's what we really use. So try to get an in KNUST. Should I start saying everything? Like I want to brief you on like the grading system in KNUST. So for KNUST, 70 to 100 is A, 60 to 69 is B, 50 to 59 is C, and 40 to 49 is D, and it follows like that. So if you can try to get a CW of 70 in your first year. Like just try to get a CW of 70 and above, 70 to 100. Hey, if you get 100 here, you're not a human being. You're not a human, because the 70 cry. Hey, to get a 70 is difficult. So, other schools have been laughing at us that our A is 70 to 100. But you should also sit down and check if it's really 70 to 100. Then you should know that there is something behind. The exams is not always easy. That's why it's always 70 to 100. And honestly, it's not always easy. It's not easy to get that 70. But if you try, you can get it. If you also get the 70 to 100, try to at least get 60 to 69. That's second class upper. Oh, I didn't. Yes, second class upper. Try to get the 60 to 69, and that is the second class upper. At least if you are in this range, you will know that, oh yeah, there's room for improvement or something. So just try, just force, give it your all in your first year, both first semester and second semester. Just don't do it for only first semester and say, oh, I've done well, pan, that is it. You would have to work hard and hard and hard, maybe until third year. Then you can relax more when you see that, yeah, the position that I'm in, like let's assume that your overall CWA from first year to third year, you know you're in first class, and the first class that you are in, even if you are to reduce, you'll still be in first class. Then you can relax a little bit. But if you just relax from first year, how to get there, it will be difficult. It will really be difficult to just force first. I know the courses are not easy. Mine too is not easy. We are all trying our best. Sometimes I can be learning and I'll start crying. Yes, if you've ever done that, raise up your hands. I usually do that. I would learn to like start crying. Yes, it happens to me a lot. I'll just be like, this time cry. Like, who asked you? Who asked me? But it's all worth it. Like when you one day, I know Ghana is becoming something else, but when one day you get somewhere with this school, your certificates, like when you get a job and you start spending the money, you know that it was really worth it. So take your education seriously in first year. Like if you don't even do anything, like just study hard in first year, try to make it. When you get to second year, please do not relax. Maybe we can reduce the speed, the energy a little bit in the second year, and then yes, maybe we can reduce a little bit like this, just like this. Yes, just reduce it a little bit, just a little bit, and then you start up again. This advice too is for anyone, all the continuing students. If you are already in maybe second year, third year, fourth year, and you feel like there's no room for improvement anymore, I just want to tell you that you can still do it. For me personally, I did it in my first year. I'm not going to talk about my so for me in my first year, it was quite hard, even though I got like the class that I wanted, but it wasn't like okay for me. But I promised myself that I was going to work hard towards it, like I was going to better it, and I did it. And it wasn't with my strength, it was with the help of God. So this is where God comes in. Sometimes you feel like, okay, this is it, I can't do it, like it's over, I've gotten to third year, how can I increase my CWA again, blah 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 blah. Those in fourth year cry, they've just given up. They're like, matter, anything we get, we'll get. The economy cry is not even that this one again. But I just want to tell you that there's God, and God works miracles. For me, I was even surprised. I was happy, like I was just shocked and surprised but my hard work paid off, and God really helped me because I worked hard. So keep working hard, keep praying, and learn smart. So I hope these are going to help you guys, most especially the freshers and also the continuing students. It's not too late. Do not feel like it's over and all of those things. It's not too late. You can still do it. You can start over again. Yes, and remember to always pray, trust God, involve God in everything that you do. Until I see you guys in my next video, it's a wrap.